Steven Gerrard sacked as Aston Villa manager. Does that mean a return to the Scottish Premiership is imminent as Gio Van Bronckhorst's Rangers team continues to stink out Glasgow? So is the man for the Midlands coming up to take his sloppy seconds over again, son?
I will see. I don't know.
They just got pumped 3-0 by Fulham. Gerrard said he's going to continue fighting until the end. The end was about an hour later when Aston Villa decided, fuck it, it's time to go. But if we're being real, he should never have left Rangers in the first place. Do not know why he did. Because, well, I mean, money talks. He said, do I look settled? Do I look happy? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course I do, fam. But yeah, he jobbed Rangers out. But you know what? He'll never be forgot. He rebuilt Rangers, made them a decent force in Europe, and then he stopped the 10. And I honestly do think he's better than Gio. The energy levels under Gerrard at Rangers are needed. And under Gio right now, there is no hope of Rangers winning the league. I would honestly bet everything against it. I know it's only a 2-point gap in the league, and I honestly don't know how, because Rangers have been atrocious, man. Scraping past teams left, right, and centre. Rangers have not played. Honestly, I'm trying to think of a game this season where Rangers have actually played fucking good. Can you think of a game off the top of your head?
No, not really.
Any competition? Now, I know there's been results where they've won 4-0, but I'm honestly trying to think. I remember.
Even the games they won 4-0 against Hearts and St Mirren, I don't think they were that good. And I'm not just saying that as a Hearts fan. I thought St Mirren were actually in that game. I thought 4-0 flattered Rangers in both of them.
Yeah, exactly. And one of them down to 10 men in the Hearts one, for example.
Even if Hearts was in 10 men, I thought Hearts looked decent in the beginning of the second half. To me, they weren't 4-0 games.
I mean, against Dundee, they've beat a championship team 1-0, and it was a pretty strong team he fielded. Plus, also, Tavernier and Lundstrom playing with Knox. Why are they playing in a cup game with Knox? What's the need? There's no need. Gio's out he's done. Oh, he's a great tactician. He's shite. The energy levels are done. How can a team go if he's playing 120 minutes back to back last season? Countless games before that, man, against Braga. 120 minutes. To this, they're shot after about 50. Go toe to toe with Liverpool. Fucking better than them in the front. And then they're done. He's run the team into the ground. Tav's been injured. Lundstrom's been injured. Gio, good player. Great player. Won the cup final. Got the Europa League final. It's time to go. I'd rather Gerrard than Gio at this point, and for that reason, I think they should get Gerrard back. Would Gerrard come back to Rangers? I think it'd be stupid not to. Do you agree with that?
I mean, fucking course he would. I mean, Rangers.
But I mean, at the same time, like, if Gerrard comes back to Rangers, say he even wins the last 2 Champions League group games, which is just not going to happen, and then he goes on to win the league, does that repair the damage he's done at Aston Villa for a potential lineup for that Liverpool job? I'm not so sure. I feel like it's done. I don't think Gerrard's getting that job. I feel like if he stayed at Rangers for a few more years, built some sort of legacy, he could have went straight into that job.
I feel like no matter what he does at Rangers now, people are going to look and go, no, he's already had his chance in the Premier League and he couldn't step up. Even if he went to Rangers, right, and he was doing really winning the league by ease and let's say getting Rangers into like the Champions League latter stages, I still think there's going to be this, stigma about him that, oh no, but he had his chance in the Premier League and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't live with the big boys, so.
Yeah, I think Gerrard's screwed. His next job will probably be a team that's below Villa in the Premiership.
I think for Gerrard to repair his damage, he's probably going to have to stay in England.
Yeah. And I don't know who's Wolves. They said I've seen the day that their head coach is going to stay on till 2023.
So we'll see.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, Lampard did a bad job at Chelsea, got sacked, and fucking managed to get a job at Everton.
True, but
so we'll see.
We'll see indeed. But anyway, guys, Gerrard, welcome back with open arms by Rangers fans.
Well, the only thing you could say is with Chelsea, it's like they're one of the top teams, so you can take a step down and still be in the Premier League, whereas with Aston Villa,
you're kind of having to go down
you're
to
like kind of mid-table, so to go below Aston Villa, you'd probably be looking at like a relegation side, even though Gerrard's turned Aston Villa into a relegation side. It's gonna, I mean, Forest could maybe have an opening soon. I know they've said they won't sack their manager, but
he signed like a 5-year deal.
I know he's signed a 5-year deal, but The results are bad.
Gio, come on, Stevie G, man. Sign a 55-year deal at Rangers. Come on. Till then, though. Peace.